Like the timeline is weird.
Everything. We have our impromptu start. Welcome to episode 2 of TV Pong. We back. First episode is up finally after the 1,015 years. I forget to edit, but what you go do. It's your boy Salty, aka Salty Phantom. We have the same two regulars. We have CJ. Where how are you feeling? How are you feeling about Manchester? Boy?
Manchester is red FA Cup wise, but we just need to do better. That is it.
And we have the most philosophical boy in the arena. Tyrion. Or how are you feeling about Manchester United?
I feel pretty good considering I'm not into football.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good, bro. You'll save your time and stress. It's stressful, bro.
Yeah.
I Nice. Usually for my other podcast is what you're currently watching, because this ain't really also a podcast about just only like comic book stuff, but everybody or one person, what you're currently watching or what you're currently playing.
Yeah, I'll go first. Yeah, these days I'm not watching too much. I am watching the series called La Piloto because I'm learning Spanish. It's actually a telenovela with the budget of Adobe Photoshop, but it's pretty interesting. It's fun getting a few Spanish phrases here and there, so it's a fun watch, but it's just interesting to see what people come up with.
That sounds like
working man's salary.
Yeah, that sounds like an internet series, because if people don't know, I think the series from Rooster Teeth back in the day, Ruby, used to be drawn like the animations back in the day was something, but the thing is, God rest the man's soul who created Ruby and thing, but the animation get a budget after people thing, but if people start to like it, you don't ever know if the budget will increase, so somebody might make a Patreon and say, hey, make this look better. That's what we usually do. So what are you gonna do?
Nah, this thing on Netflix.
This thing on Netflix. I thought this was on YouTube.
Bro, nope. This is on Netflix, and the year produced was like 2019 or so. So it's like it has no excuse. I just know the studio just using working man's paycheck to edit in all those special effects, costume and makeup. Them thing, yeah, they're doing a good job. Acting, story is good. Writers getting paid.
So it's basically like Spy Kids. So it's basically like Spy Kids, right?
I mean, it's a crime dramedy about a woman who wants to be a pilot and she end up in a drug cartel.
Nice.
It's actually hard though.
It is. Like the story, like I stayed for the Spanish. But the story was like, wow, it sucked me in. I didn't expect it.
Nice.
So what's CJ? What are you watching?
So I kind of start back. I started over watching Batman Beyond, and I'm not gonna lie, it aging up real nice. Terry McGinnis having hella aura every time. Like dog have real aura.
Man always in the nightclub, bro. Come on.
I'm saying he always in the club chatting up gal and thing, dog. Like I don't know. He not like school though.
Yeah, he's 16. If I'm not...
Yeah, like bro, that
man is like
true.
No,
that's so true.
Teenagers out there living life.
Nah, I'm still on.
Because that,
and he's not black.
That thing. Horse, that man is always in the club, always talking about somebody and always thinking about some stressful situation. But I kind of learned that really and truly it aged well. But also, one recent movie I taken recently was Boy Kills World, and I'm not gonna lie, but the action in that was good. So yeah, I can't complain.
Nice, nice. For me, I just randomly catch our vaps and watched all the High School Musical because I think it's just a godsend that I get Disney Plus on my cable package because
Nice.
97 was going on too. So I will be.
What
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What question though?
What? Yeah, break up on my head. What? CJ? No. My guy. But we back. I was, ranting about the greatest, But yeah. Shout out to the thing, like, shout out to High School Musical, especially the third movie, because everybody had the characters and thing, because you ain't expecting real development from the Disney Channel movies and thing, especially those back in the day. But in the third part with the drama teacher, and Troy asks, "Hey, I didn't sign up for this other school because I into the basketball and all of that." And McGill brought out something which is the most real. Giving you other choices before you become an adult, when you have less choices, is something that I would love to give you because you're talented. And I'm like, oh shit, that is really...
She didn't lie.
She
actually didn't lie on dog.
Like,
she didn't lie on dog. She really didn't lie on dog,
Yeah, I paused the movie and I was like, nah. You can't be doing this in a High School Musical.
And not just that. Nah, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. I just say that, damn, it making me want to go and watch these all these singing shows. A little Lemonade Mouth, a little Camp Rock. I want to see.
I actually recommend Lemonade Mouth.
And you know which movie? If everybody just seeing the movie at the same time, I know what is the realest one. 3, 2, 1, let it shine.
Okay, yes, I was afraid I'd say the wrong thing. But yeah, let it shine, go to dog.
Yeah. So
I have a big issue with that show.
Yeah, we all have a issue.
Wait. We have an issue with the show, dog.
Wait, let me clarify. It's a great movie.
So your black card on the line right now, eh? Your black card on the line right now. You can look unfamiliar, bro. What's going on?
No, I enjoyed the entire movie. It was good.
Yeah.
I personally, down to the extended version, bangers.
Yeah.
I find the very last battle, truth. I don't think he spit bars.
No. Oh no. Nah, that can't, big man.
Here's why I say that, right? In the context of the show, his lyrics only made sense to the audience. When Bling was telling him all kind of thing about his daddy and or any front row, yeah, to sneak out the house and things, he got publicly shamed for that. Like, everybody saw that, right? So Roxy, Chris, all the co-workers, producers, a lot of people saw. Not from the context of the show, it seemed like nobody really knew that what's his name? Bling was working the taxi. So
here why
it was first of all it wasn't savage, and then second of all it's like nobody knew.
Okay, I could defend this. Here why it's a savage bar, right? So you break it down, right?
Real
bars. It's like this. Let me put it in context. I'm putting it in context really well. I'm putting it in this context. It was like Drake versus Pusha T, right? Everybody to some point, like at that point before Drake couldn't say nothing because Drake was there. However, Pusha T won the rap beef by outing Drake hiding a child. Now, the only person who knew that was Pusha T, Drake, and Kanye. We didn't know that from our audience perspective, eh? To be fair, we didn't know that as our audience perspective, and it still hit. So the argument that it only worked because we as our audience knew it doesn't work, because it still hurts. Because in a rap battle, I have actually seen rap battles. You could actually tell a bust a man files without proof, and his shit would hit. And his shit hits because in a sense, this nigga was talking about bling. He had money, he had ice, but dog, you working a 9 to 5, and he ain't getting paid that much. Because I check, a taxi cab man don't get paid much, and the bling wasn't there. It didn't match
Yeah,
up.
he has to.
And on top of it, you see what is the disrespectful thing? The disrespectful thing is when he doubled down on this, right? That man said the only girls you get are in a catalog. Dog, you don't disrespectful that shit. It's like, ooh, he don't
Right.
get no girl.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
okay, it's had real bars in that show that had to do with you can't get gal and honeys and all that, right? So to me, it didn't it was a good bar. Truth's flow was much better. I can see that he's the better rapper. I just don't think that battle did him justice. Because I think, for example, Self Defeat, I don't know if you're all familiar with the extended version.
Yeah, Self
Defeat was a much better song and much better this than and Self Defeat. Chris was just showing that he could defeat himself better than Bling Up.
Yeah.
And I think that was the real flex.
And I understand what you're saying, and I understand your point, because in Self Defeat, that nigga basically showed dog is the only person who can be for me is me. You can't even be for me. So that's hard. That's really hard.
Yes.
But Horse, what hurt with it? What hurt with it in the moment with Chris in the last battle is like, you know how he was hurting, how he sell himself out. You see, if Bling was confident, like he just lying, the bar wouldn't land.
Mm-hmm.
But psychologically, when he heard Taxi Cab, his face shook, and the crowd probably was like, "Oh wait, he not denying it. He not saying that's bullshit." Right. The man actually get hit. So I think the audience knew in the battle when he said Taxi Cab, he was like, "Oh, but you know, a man when I normally say Taxi Cab, what you talking about, dog?" He felt shook, dog. The man froze, like Eminem said. Yeah. Arms are heavy. I can't believe I quoted Eminem. That nigga is trash now. Sorry, but dog, this how serious it is. Yeah. Side note: Eminem needs to stop. It's not 2004. I don't care about no. If I watch this podcast, he washed. Your goat washed. But yeah. So I understand you. Yeah. So in a sense, I understand where you're coming from with it, because really and truly, it makes sense. But if you watch the whole battle within its perspective, he snitched on himself, because, bruh, if somebody lying on you, you'll be like, excuse? You'll be confused. That man had a face of a guilty man. That will hurt him.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, right? But if you're using the same logic, when Bling take out the money and say, here's a couple bucks, buy yourself a better outfit.
Yeah, that was our bar.
Yeah. He was hurting from that. That was our last one. And he felt the money in the face too. That was terrible. That was terrible. I didn't think he would have recovered. No.
No. Hey, sure to let shine. And I'm also currently playing playing Tekken on this side, and I'm also playing Multiverses. Multiverses is a Warner Bros. Game with all the kind of Warner Brothers like properties. So you have it's a platform fighter similar to like Smash and Super Mario.
Is it good again?
For me, as a known enjoyer of playing games for just rank, it's cool with friends. It's okay. It's free to play. You get like your regular Warner and DC characters, so you can get like we have Invader Zim, we have Bugs Bunny, we have Ultra Instinct Shaggy. We have Ultra Instinct Shaggy in the game. Shaggy kind of broken, but whatever. My
favorite song when I used to play was Pooh. I used to really like Pool.
Nice. It have, shout out to, like, the best character, Jake the dog, that my main, shout out to Jake. But that game going through some issues right now in terms of monetization, in terms of, I personally feel the beta was better than the actual real game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to grind characters for like 60, 70 plus hours as an adult now. I don't have the time, and we have other games to play. But whatever, that is it. Hopefully they bring like Samurai Jack or Walter White and thing, because
Walter what?
Yeah, fun fact about that, it has like lines with like swearing and profanity in it, but it have a filter on it so you can take it off in it, because some characters do have different voice lines for different things, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to people who remember the old movie Iron Giant though. Shout out to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you like his
That's a throwback.
yeah.
Vin Diesel was the voice actor,
Yeah, that why they put him as Groot. It was like we see him from Iron Giant.
It adds up,
Yeah, because with that Disney Plus, I go into the whole MCU now, finally. So it's like I yesterday Shang-Chi, bro. Shang-Chi decent. I'm watching it.
I don't care nobody say.
Yeah.
I don't care nobody say, dog. We had good movies in that phase, dog. Because when people keep saying, "Oh, this phase was mid, dog." Shang-Chi was really good. I don't know why people find.
Shang-Chi, bro. Even though it was the wrong villain for this show.
I mean, to be fair, dog, yeah, I ain't gonna lie on that one, but like, it was a good movie. I liked it. It has one of the best fight choreographies in the MCU, in my personal opinion.
Bro, I just watched it with DC with the I just watched it with DC with the bus, when they all try to square up with him with the bus, and then when he find his sister and they kind of fight with him. So
exactly, dog. It was a good movie, niggas. I don't know what niggas wanted from that movie.
Nah, niggas wanted, Again, I keep I having these discussions with my other friends on Discord. Like, we are really trying to find Endgame. We just trying to get Endgame movie one after the other, bro. I'm like, what are we going to do, bro?
Me personally, I feel like this era, the MCU, from what I'm watching, I used to read them comic books on the Saturday paper. It was just random bullshit, but it was like, hey, this is the random bullshit going on in the Marvel universe, and people just doing the thing. That's how I see this phase. Like, people want a main villain, and I think the problem is, I don't mind. I want a main villain to build up to, but would have actually like that people would just be doing random bullshit within their lives as heroes, and then you could link it to something.
The next Spider-Man movie, what do you mean? You New York,
exactly.
You gonna be wearing to
exactly.
Spider-Man gonna be wearing this.
Exactly, dog. Me personally, the next Spider-Man movie, it don't have to be no cosmic bullshit, like, dog. Let a man fight some street folks, dog. Let him fight a gang. Please, it don't need to be all that.
Yeah, the real cosmic bullshit is when the X-Men and Fantastic Four come. That is when when them
that is fun. Exactly. Until them men arrive, please just let everybody do their own thing now. Oh gosh, I need no cosmic problem. I need no world anything.
Sure, to the world.
If New York in trouble, let Spider-Man focus on New York. Let Daredevil focus on New York.
Let me see freaking Daredevil and Spider-Man and Luke Cage fighting Kingpin.
Exactly.
Something simple or what.
Yeah, but people were like high stakes shit, and it's like, dog, please, I'm tired.
Or we can or the biggest thing, they bring back Shocker and they do that scene from the cartoon. They do that reference. You can't get away with this. Shocker. Shout out to Shocker, bro.
Shocker. Dog, what was they smoking in that session, dog? What was man smoking in that session?
Yeah, because going back to them old them old like X-Men and them Spider-Man in the 90s. Them voice actors wasn't trying some of the time, bro.
Dog, and what's having fun, man?
Bro, it had seen what play out. It had seen that play out with freaking Rogue. When Rogue couldn't control she was one episode in the back in 93 now. She was just screaming, bro. I don't know what the hell could that be.
Exactly, dog. That's crazy. Hey, as we talking about the X-Men and the 90s, let me talk about our season, though. What do you feel about that season? Like, what was your thoughts?
10 out of 10. No. That's okay. I feel it was legitimately one of the greatest, if not one of the best. I don't even talk. I don't want to talk about it as an MCU project, as one of the best. Like first season of something, and I won my biggest fear that they can't, top it. They cannot top that because I have material. Material came out as it could be if Wolverine and Deadpool do what I thinking they do what they're doing. I'm thinking that these X-Men in '97, if possible, they might be the ones, and especially with Deadpool and freaking Wolverine looking like they're going through a Doctor Strange portal. Especially how they're looking like them was in the in the Thanos fight, dude. If there was in the Thanos fight in Endgame, because I was saying to my friends, it could make a lot more sense that we never see every single body that we knew in that fight.
That actually makes sense, because in a way, remember, he called in help from everybody,
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand, like, it doesn't have to be them. But, like, I understand they go there, it makes sense. Because I saw somebody saying, it doesn't make sense that they go there because it kills the gravity of the situation. Which, I understand what they're trying to say, but that doesn't make any sense in itself. Because I think with comic books, I always tell people, with comic books, there's a wackiness to it that if you put it in real life, it actually looks nice. So like, if they do it, I would laugh at it, because people was talking about they don't want Deadpool near the MCU because he'll make everything feel dumb and stupid.
No.
Which, comic book wise, that's not true though. Deadpool is inserted in serious. He's inserted in serious storylines and works well. Like, I don't know what people are talking about, but he would work if they did that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either.
But like, yeah, for me, genuinely, I just find, like, in terms of it, with what they're doing with 97, I hope this pushes Marvel to do more animated stuff a little more.
Thank you.
Because it's like, yeah, we get live action stuff, but it would be nice to go back to that cartoon niche. Because, in my personal opinion, when I look at the What If seasons, personally, I find people were a bit too harsh on the second season of What If, because people were saying, oh, it was like the first one, and yada. But it was animation. I find like the What If series does well in picturing that whole wackiness and craziness of multiverse.
Yeah.
Better than the live action could. And it will be better than live action could, because with animation you could do more. You know?
And
you could do more.
Yeah, the MCU is its own multiverse, to be honest, too.
Exactly. So for me, the What If was like a very good break from the MCU main line, because you felt like your comics that you read just has that wackiness to it. It's kind of why I liked Endgame, because for me, Endgame gave you that feeling like, you know, when you play with your action figures and you had this whole crazy idea like, if this hero could come and team up and meet up with this hero for a big fight, that's how it felt. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
With What If kicks it up a notch. So yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But in terms of my thoughts for like overall this season, you know what I like about this season? You know what I like about this season, X-Men?
Yeah.
They actually made the X-Men touch on relevant topics instead of making a campy Sunday morning cartoon where it just does a safe, relatable story. So like, for me, in comparison, like for the characters, like the mutant struggle. The mutant struggle was very apparent in the X-Men cartoons in the 90s. Don't get me wrong.
No, it was.
It really was, But when you compare it to there, it's not really as safe. It's really as safe when we comparing it to this one. It was really safe in the 90s because let me look at for the example of how they handled not the oppression of mutants, but the hate crime that leads, but the feelings that lead to the hate crimes on Genosha.
Yeah.
It's very relevant to our time. Like, bro, that was a hard episode to watch. Like, I struggled to watch it over. And I was like, damn, they really leaned into like people hate mutants. Like, dog, it's not even a joke. Like, they hate mutants, and like, it hits good well for character device. It hits well in terms of the theme of who's right or who's wrong. So for me, I just loved how that aspect of X-Men was handled.
Really. Because when Scott Bullard, you people, bro, and Beast was like, nah, Ollie, we asked for just Ollie to just chill out, bro, but we can't even get that, and Ollie just bomb we country. And then Magneto was like, I should have killed Ollie, man, back in episode 2, but no, I do it. Xavier wouldn't do that, bro. And it even with that though, even that with particular, they give everybody something. And my biggest issue isn't even like with the people with how it's playing. My biggest issue with some fans was like, oh, they bitch out Wolverine and this and that. But I looking back at 93, Wolverine get a whole bunch of episodes, bro.
Of course, that argument fails because, bro, half of our X-Men content was Wolverine and the X-Men. Hell, there was a series called Wolverine and the X-Men. Like, dog, the main man in the X-Men series was Wolverine in our childhood. Let's be very honest. Wolverine didn't become our favorite because he was just cool. That man was pushed in our faces for decades on decades. So for him to take the back seat doesn't hurt him. I find that doesn't hurt him. It empowers him as a character and all, I find.
Yeah, I just think like Big Wolf just needed to take our cool back, but he was cooking and because you need to give everybody something to do, and they give everybody something to do.
Exactly. It felt as if like, bruh, he really had everything there. He had the struggles, he had his problem with authority in the best way possible.
And he wasn't even like, because it's like Wolverine is like, I don't want to do it, but he's going to do it because he respects both Scott and he respects both Xavier at the same time, though. So he's going to do it regardless of how he really feels, though. So I just don't get the Wolverine fanboys saying this series suck because they kill it, they destroyed we boy legacy and this and that. It's the 2000s X-Men movie that's like have a stranglehold on men. That bad, bro. Come on.
It really shouldn't though.
It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Like I'm going to say it's the best way possible, but we kind of settled for anything if you think about it, you know.
True.
Darren, how you feel about it? What your thoughts though?
I came in halfway, but I'm guessing we just like talking about Wolverine dick riding.
Yeah, in a sense, a little bit because I saw it like that men on some forum call it out. Oh, Wolverine get bitched out and this and that and the other, and I'm like,
I mean, that's to be expected because Wolverine is the stereotype, I wouldn't even say archetype, of what a lot of men see masculinity as. And the fact that he's making slight deviations away from it, the hinting that there's a romance with Morph, even Gambit wearing a crop top was enough to make people lose their minds. So I definitely think once they macho, I don't care about the rules type guy starts to make those deviations, people are gonna lose their minds because anybody else is like, man. Even Gambit got a relatively weak reaction, and he's like what the second masculine archetype under Wolverine.
If depending on how you feel, you might pick, Cyclops to be. But I actually,
Cyclops is my favorite, my
right,
personal favorite.
I say it depends on who you really like,
Yeah.
Because I know, because when I explained to Ben that, hey, Gambit powers, he don't really everything don't detonate when he pelty powers, he detonated on its own, bro. Like he can do it when he wants to. So explaining that to people didn't even know that, because it was like how he could throw the bike at Rogue and it didn't blow up because he could detonate it when he wants.
Yep, he controls it.
Yeah, he just adds enough kinetic energy to do what he needs.
Yeah, sure. So
And the thing is too, I kind of like how the team as a whole looks good. They look strong.
Yes.
Because if you watch it from every iteration of X-Men, the team often doesn't get that chance to be like fairly shown in terms of power.
Jubilee.
So for example, oh my god. So for example, Rogue has always been seen as the weaker X-Men, well, within our generation. I don't know why. I don't know how. Because, yes, the tragic thing is Rogue powers suck because she can't touch people. But the advantage is her powers are amazing because when she touches people, she gets their power and their knowledge. Like, you know when I learned that this show was gonna do Rogue justice? Not because of her strong, not just one strong or dialogue, The simple thing is, I remember when they were in the hospital. Well, spoiler alert if anybody didn't see it, but if you didn't see it at this point, that's on you. Yeah, that's on you. My thing was, the doctor said he didn't want to treat our mutants. Again, loved how the show showed that mutant discrimination hits all levels, not just you dangerous, but they struggle in society to get the fair medical down to that. Yeah. Rogue takes the doctor's whole knowledge from touch, and I was like, oh my god, Rogue is going to cook this season because her powers is getting layers, which it never does. It never gets layers, if we're being real. Even in X-Men Evolution, Rogue was done well, but like you felt as if like, bruh,
it was only a power hopscotch.
Because in Evolution, it was more of the seniors of the school were Wolverine, Storm, and Beast. They could deal with whatever, but everybody else was still trying to quote unquote figure it out. So
yeah.
Because like it had a scene, I recently saw a scene where it had the kind of compilation of Wolverine being bigger brother in Evolution, where he's legitimately like Scott is pointing out he had that AR like gene and I'm not sure how to say it. And Logan ball out, bro. If you wasted your time talking to me, go and talk to the girl, bro. Like let's fix this. Let's fix this satellite. Let's fix the satellite first, and then let's and then go and talk to your girl, bro. So it's like that is my favorite version of Wolverine, where he's like, and they show it in this season too, though, that he is like the older brother to the younger mutants now. Because I wish I could have seen Kitty. If it's when I bright up, if you see Kitty, I will be real with you. If we had seen Kitty Pride come out just randomly, if it's when I light up. Like that.
And I think that's the thing. As that Logan too was also a very mature Logan in a sense too, because he was with them and everything. I mean, he still had his aggressive remarks, but the man was a real good mentor in Evolution too, right?
I just hope that because spoilers are thing, we really don't know where Storm, Morph, Wolverine, and I forget somebody else. We don't know where them is.
Forge.
No, Forge and Bishop's like in, but in his school.
All right. Yes.
My only regret of the season 2 was they did Bishop real dirty though.
Nah, but I find Bishop. I find they would give Bishop a lot of more of his stuff because he's a time traveler. He needed to do his thing. And one thing watching it over, it seemed that Cable was trying to contact Madeline from since episode 1, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like watching it over because it's like he say, oh, he tried like about 1,000,001 times to stop the Jonosha stuff because it looked like a canon event. You can't stop it. He say you can't stop it. So the thing is, it's like even in episode 1, there was hinting that Cable was really just trying from long o'clock to stop this Jonosha massacre, bro, and he couldn't stop it. And it feels more sad now knowing that he can see even in the show he was legitimately trying.
Yep. Because remember in the show, remember he was also being controlled by Bastion because every time he wanted to go back, Bastion also said nah.
Pull him up.
And
every time.
And the thing is, that's the thing. I kind of liked how within the relationships, you see that there's that struggle. Like, everybody wants to be better, but it's real tough. Like, you know how they give the hero, like, oh, simple fix, everybody go home. Nah, it was really struggles.
Yeah.
And Cable, I don't know why, Cable was written so well. I really like Cable.
Because they didn't have that amount of, because I know Cable, if I'm not mistaken, somebody has heard, I think Cable came out in the early 80s.
Yeah, he came out in season 2.
In season 2? But comic book wise, did he come out 80s or?
Oh, I'm not familiar with him on the comic.
Yeah. But I know he come out in season 2 for that. But like, I know that him, and then especially now that it looking like we might get X Factor and all of them, and then all of them other teams, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I know he came out in 1986. That was his own thing.
Yeah, 86. I would say probably 80s, and then at the same time, they were still talking story. They were still dealing up with stories with what is really Cable's real origin, and back in the day when hunting down and blah 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 and this and that. And then you had to read you had to read that X Factor, and then you had to read just the normal X-Men to piece together somebody's origin back in the day. But shout out to Cable for putting on his Marvel vs. Capcom 2, suit and thing. I almost my boy wanted to ring our super. He wanted to ring our super so bad, but shout out to Cable with shout out to Cable, shout out to a bunch of the mutants, especially like Jubilee actually fighting, bro. Like, she's not no damsel. Like she's 18 now, and I just watched over that episode where she with Motando, the Motando episode, bro. Oh my god. What she learned from older Jubilee came back at the end of his season with
the Rasen Shuriken, basically.
Rasen Shuriken, Destructo Disc, if he's a Dragon Ball fan, my girl was cooking, bro. Because Basha was like, you going and beating with fireworks? And she said yes.
Oh boy. I don't gonna lie, Jubilee really did it this season for me, boy.
Well, yeah.
And I'm glad that they gave her mentor role. They gave Sunspot his chance to be a student, but at the same time, they didn't start him from ground 000 like Jubilee did.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie though, I'll say this, and people got mad at me. Sunspot kind of pissed me off whole season, dog.
Makes sense. I could
No,
understand why you're angry, but I personally think his growth is understandable from him being just as he's legitimately a rich boy who's like, I don't know about this mutant thing, and he did say in the other episode, he's like, I don't even feel good feeling like knowing that I'm a mutant. I scared of myself, brother, and he's like, damn. So he just was just making decisions to think that this and that and the other. So like it shows difference for like if it was like Kitty Pride or Bobby or like the younger ones in quote unquote the younger ones in that universe like Kitty Bobby who else is our next younger mutant that yeah, Kitty Bobby, Jubilee. All of them would be a little bit different at how they deal with their mutant powers and how they feel about a mutant. I'm glad that Sunspot gives like an actual different perspective of even though he knows what is the right thing, he's not going to do the right thing 50% of
yeah.
the time. So I don't
I think
mind.
yeah. I think what kind of pissed me off with it, dog, is like, okay, it works, and I'm good with it. What kind of pissed me off with it is like, you ever see that? You know what they did to Sunspot? Which it was a good analogy. That maybe that's why it pissed me off. Not in that it pissed me off because it was horrible writing. It just pissed me off because it's real. You ever had that like one friend who grew up, and if anybody could chime in the comments, if I'm reaching or not.
I know.
You ever
I know
had
where
that
that's
one friend?
going.
You
Yeah.
ever had that one friend who was like black, but they grew up like very sheltered, good home, good school, even prestigious school wise. No knock on the way you went to prestigious school, it's just an analogy. But like they didn't find out they were black until like they had that moment and everybody was telling them like, hey dog, you're black, you know, we go through this and that. That's what Sunspot got. And personally, it was perfect writing because guess what? There are mutants, just like there are oppressed people who will never know they are oppressed until they get that oppressed moment. And I just loved how it was because he swear to God, his mother loved him no matter what. Him and Jubilee, he swore on that hey, my mom is cool, you know, I'm rich, it is good. But the minute his mother allowed Sentinels to take him and told him, just go with them, I was like, my boy finally realized my boy is black. And to me, I was like, yo, this is good writing because we really do live in a world with people like this, you know?
Yeah.
And that you have all this money, you have all this protection, but it's not until but
in
he
the
realized,
streets.
yeah, and not even in the streets. It's like until like he didn't know he was black until the world saw him as black, or he didn't know he was really a mutant until the world saw him a mutant. Because even when the Friends of Humanity kidnapped him, he really thought it was a negotiable option. Like he really thought he could do his way about it.
I'm one of the good ones, bro.
And cool thing about Motendo, he thought like it had a part in Motendo that my boy Sunspot was like, nah, I ain't going to use my powers. Next thing they catch me as a mutant, nah, because it was quote unquote recorded, nah.
And that's the thing, he knew what it was as it got real out here, though. Because before, and that was his arc for me. Because it's like people out here kind of know what it is, but because they've been protected for so long, that they've been hiding for so long, that they come to the point where it's like they come and like, oh, I'm one of the good ones, and like that's such a like good writing.
Yeah,
To the point he became radical, but say what?
Yeah, that I
He became
say
very
like in terms of justice writing, I think it was fine for what it is because at the same time, that man in terms of their sons, but like I say, it comes in comparison to those other quote unquote younger mutants that get, you know, get like picked up by Xavier School now, because it's only because even down to like let me just say. Because I can't wait to see if they bring back like them old one-off like characters in this series, like Colossus. They did do a magic kind of cameo with Morph though. I wish that. Hey, I just want to see. Hey, let me just get X Factor, bro. Fuck this X-Men 97. Let's get X Factor. Let's get some real, psychedelic stories, because that is where
let's get real big again.
that is when men going through different dimensions and fighting. But shout out to 97 for like they did the cameos of like, oh, we can do this cameo. The thing is with me, I just, if they could do not how what if, but they could do like 10 episodes or 5 episodes of all the, if not all the other mutants, but with all the other like cameos, so we could have like a 10 episodes of what they've been doing in 97, because we see Peter, we want to know if that the real Mary Jane, if we already know who's the real.
Oh, funny enough, I think they confirmed. I think someone confirmed. I think Bo the Mutt.
Yeah.
I think he confirmed that it is Mary Jane. I'm not sure. I think
you sure they're not the one who tried to, yeet yourself off the building and he grabs you?
Nah, because remember, Spider-Man was 93, and his cameo, Spider-Man was 93. And remember, X-Men is in 1997, so they say years went by. So he probably found her because they saw Flash there. So I feel that brings up the question, I brings up conversation too, in that, hey, we might do other things, because I think with 97, although people are saying they're looking for that new Spider-Man, we kind of had to be careful with it, because I think they're going to do a next Spider-Man series. So,
yeah, sure about that?
They released.
Freshman year.
Yeah, they released the name for it, and that was kicking up a fuss this week or last week.
Okay.
Yeah, because well, remember how X-Men 97 kind of make a big impression.
Yeah.
Basically, now everybody kind of wants Marvel to bring back Spider-Man, which the showrunner before said that it's not happening now, but because of 97 and how it's going, it opens the door to it possibly down the line.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus two, people kind of kick off us to Darian, because the latest Spider-Man cartoons weren't really the best, especially one on Disney XD.
I don't know if it wasn't the best or it wasn't the worst. It was cool.
I find like this still a thing.
No, that one where Peter get cooked, so Peter get hands up on. You say, oh, I forget which person put hands on Peter in that show. But
it was a bit like too campy with Disney writing, because the ones before, like the ones with Drake Bell, those were good. Like when they had the Avengers and thing, and he was with Luke Cage and Nova. That was good. That was good Spider-Man. Like people don't slept on that, in my personal opinion. I find it had real people I know sleep on that, because that was a good series. But like the last one where they had the symbiote and thing, it wasn't bad, but like the writing could have been better. Like it's not the worst Spider-Man TV show I've seen. Like,
no, I say it's not the worst. The worst. I don't know if it's considered the worst. Is the 3D animation one that we used to show on MTV, bro.
Nah, dog. You know what? Now I feel my cash it on that one. That 3D animation was real good, dog.
No, it wasn't.
No. That was basically a PlayStation game without the budget.
Bro, why Mary Jane looks like that, bro? Why she looks like plastic?
True. They were in college. We got college.
I don't see anything. She looks like plastic. She looks like plastic, bro.
It was looking like Minecraft thing. The only thing she did was
it's terrible, bro. Oh my god.
No, you're some haters, because you know why? The fight scenes was the best.
No. See what he was getting at. See.
No. The fight scenes was the best.
No, everybody knows the real reason the thing, because they couldn't even follow its own story. It's showing one episode there, then it's showing that X episode out that thing, and then
Oh, that was the thing. Okay, I will agree to this. MTV fumbled the bag on them episodes because no, they were showing that in horrible continuation. Like, because 1 minute Spider-Man is fighting Electro, next minute Spider-Man we're at the part two of him fighting the twins, and I was like, wait, nigga, this is there, and it had when it ended. It's not until I followed it properly when it ended because it was like, oh my god! Because for me, the animation, I thought the animation was different. And I liked it, and the stories was different. But MTV really didn't do it favors how they did it. I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it, but I know why it didn't get picked up again. It was not going to get picked up.
Nah, nobody wanted to pick up that shit, bro. Like,
No,
Really been.
bro.
and the craziest part, dog, about it for me is that I actually saw it on the premiere. No, that premiered right after the MTV Movie Awards, and it was good. Yes, it did. It did. It actually appeared right after the MTV Movie Awards. Like,
bro. Oh my god, I know that. What?
yeah, dog. Like it. Yeah, it premiered after the movie awards, and like, dog, the cast behind it was actually really good because you had Neil Patrick Harris as Spider-Man. Of course, we had Neil Patrick Harris as Spider-Man, dog.
Why Harry looks like that? Why Green looks like that?
Dog. And then we had Eva's Black Cat. You had Eva's Black Cat, dog.
It moved. The cast have aura, but oh god, no. I never want to see this series ever again. Never.
I feel like, me personally, I feel like with the technology you have, if they wanted to do it, it would have.
No, he kept the series out.
I will give him that. If it was done over today, and I mean like done over today, it would probably look better.
The problem with it was MTV was doing comic book stuff, and I give them that. MTV wanted to tackle more comic book stuff, especially how they were doing movie awards stuff. But like Marvel at that time, I don't know, boy. Things just wasn't connected for them in that front.
Why Harry looks like that?
Of course, the character design, I am not going to lie to y'all, it didn't age well. Like Spider-Man was wearing some of the most
2000s look in the show, bro.
More 2000s than Toby.
You know, that man had on the Vans, the burgundy jeans, a t-shirt over a long sleeve. That boy was in the 2000s back.
What is this?
Yeah.
Check the group chat. What is this animation I'm seeing here, bro? Hold on. Bro, why is the building
in 2024? It would be good. In the year that it was made, it was in complete animation that a college student said, yeah, get my Binas.
Yep, because the thing is, they kind of wanted like a mature, different vibe, but they didn't know how to do it. Because if you're watching, the hair looking weird, the hands look weird, like it didn't age well. But I watch it because I just like it aesthetic wise. But the thing about it was, if you were to do it now, like you see how X-Men 97, when they said they were doing it in 3D, and everybody was scared when they watched the trailer, and then we was like, oh wait, these niggas know what they're doing? Yeah. This MTV, they wanted to go for the effort, but it's like, damn boy, damn. And you see that how they syndicated the episodes as David bring it up? That was the nail in the coffin for it, because dog, nobody knew how to follow them episodes. I swear to God. It is not until you go on YouTube and you watch it. I'm like,
bro,
this
them lose their memory, the middle of the series, and then they get back the memory, and then
that's what I'm saying. Because we got two episodes on the premiere date night, you know. We got 2 episodes in order. After the 2 episodes in order, it was like random bullshit go, like the Moon Knight meme. It was random bullshit go. No, nothing else. So that's why I always tell people too, like with X-Men 97 and how we talking about it. I am not saying we should be grateful and take anything. But we really need to stop acting like we had great shit before the MCU and before anything else, because it was a gun. It was the Wild Wild West.
Let's get a Guardians TV show.
A what?
A Guardians TV show, bro.
There is a Guardians TV show, animated or non-animated?
Animated, right?
There is. There's one.
You sure it's not Avengers, bro?
No, I think this the XD did it.
Guardians? And the Galaxy?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, there's no way. What?
Yep.
No.
Yep, dog. It has it. Yep. There is that. It had it.
Well, yeah. It had that Disney XD stench on it, bro.
Yeah, that was the unfortunate. That's the unfortunate thing, was this XD. It wasn't bad because it lasted 3 seasons to its best work, but
yeah, this is when I stopped watching cable, so I wouldn't know this to exist.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like the best thing, because if they do it over now,
bring
it would
the boy Star Lord, bro, the goat, bro.
Yeah,
my boy wanted to fight hands with Thanos for heat, yo. That is real shit.
And I was crazy.
Sorry. Yeah, go.
Did this series go offset? Was this series in relation to its Mightiest Heroes at all?
I don't think so, because the animation looking different than it's.
Because I remember its Mightiest Heroes had cameos.
Yeah.
I think
the years completely different. So Guardians would have been Guardians would have been at least 3-4 years after.
Yeah, because I think the Guardians in that continuity, it was, I forget what the kind of force that Nova does be a part of. Is it the
Nova Corps?
Yeah, the Nova Corps. Yeah.
Nova Corps.
Yeah, so they were part of the Nova Corps in that thing, and that.
Yeah, they had the suits and everything.
Hey, sure. When Nova get that MCU movie, right?
Dog, I gonna be with you, dog. Any Nova fan who asks me when he get that Green Lantern treatment, I go and tell them, don't hold your breath, dog. Don't hold your breath, dog. If they were going to, they would.
He needs to get his movie with Captain Marvel and, fly through the universe, bro.
Well,
you
tell what
See what you have to see.
Dog, it's like, if Captain Marvel catch an ass, I don't feel they don't look at Nova, dog. Like, they want to, but it's like, I don't like the cosmic realm of the MCU fighting for its life when it's not attached to the Avengers or the Guardians. I'm not going to lie. Like, horse, that cosmic realm is fighting for its life right now. I'm not going to lie. Because, as I told people, niggas talking about Marvel was dog shit, is the worst. And I was like, dog, y'all need to stop. Come now, dog. Because, again, I saw the Marvels not in cinema, but I saw that in work when I had nothing to do. Yes, that was a day off. There was no work to be done. We were just there because it was the last day of work. Horse, was it very cliche-ish? Yes. But horse, you saw the 3 main characters. What did y'all expect? Come on.
I disagree. Mainly because I went into that movie with high expectations, because I liked each of the individual characters series and the Captain Marvel movie before. I think Captain Marvel movie was really good for the cosmic realm as opposed to many other.
I just don't like that. I just don't like that last part of that last 20 minutes, bro. It get real goofy. Because I recently watched it. It get real goofy, though.
The Captain Marvel movie you're talking, right?
Yeah. It get real goofy at the end after she was like, you know what? I'm actually this chick from Earth and I'm like, why?
Yeah. The amnesia gimmick was a hard sell and would have been a hard sell for anybody. if we being real.
I thought it was an interesting way of narrating the story because because we've gotten like at least 3 to 4 characters that we see start off as not a hero and then do trial runs and then think. Remember, this is at the end of phase 3 tour coming on today. There's a movie right before Endgame, like there's between Black Panther and
because I watch it I watching the MCU in release order. No, I personally don't feel I will get the actual like good feel, like how I would feel good about the movie if I watch it in like the actual order there, because they say the first movie I had to watch is Captain Marvel, because makes sense.
Yeah, if you watch it in chronological MC order,
Yeah, but
the thing is too, and I think too, what with the Marvels, why I kind of wasn't hard on it, is because first, when you look at it, I don't want to use the old argument of sexism, because I'm not just using the sexism argument. The discourse even before that trailer dropped, I was like, dog, what do people want from this movie exactly?
Nah, they want Endgame, and I want them to fight
because
Sylvasis.
Because what Darian said, he was disappointed. I understand why Darian was disappointed, especially how he took the first movie. Great, good, that's a reasonable thing. But you see, when they were talking about, this shit felt like feministy and it felt like too teen girly, I was like, first thing first, there's a teenage girl.
I'm a child girl in the movie.
Not even just that. First thing first, bro, Miss Marvel is in this movie. If it didn't feel teen girly, it would have not fit her in this movie. Let's be real.
And for the other people, legitimately either young adults or teenagers. Right?
I'm like, when you go to a Spider-Man movie, you're going to get teenage struggles. Come on.
That's the next problem. People talk about, I don't like my Spider-Man with teenage cringe. Then you don't like Spider-Man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I like my Spider-Man like Tobey Maguire, boy.
I say this now. As youths, we wasn't supposed to get Tobey Maguire Spider-Man because that movie was not for us. You know why I know say that? And I wanted to say this for the longest time possible. I talked to my brother Aaron. You know, when you watch over Spider-Man as a grown adult with adult responsibilities, that movie is relatable but depressing as shit, boy. The second one is
the man can get alone. The man can get alone. Real shit.
Dog, I literally finished that movie the other day and tell myself, Peter was supposed to become a villain, dog. He too nice. I sorry.
You can put that dirt in your eye. Put your dirt in there.
Dog, that's why I'm a movie. I like to talk about that one, but horse.
That's the real movie.
Exactly, but in terms of it, right? When you look at it, a lot of people never understand these characters in their position in life, how they're supposed to deal with positional shit. So you saying you don't want cringy teenage superhero movie Spider-Man is dumb, because Spider-Man is a cringy teenager. He's always been that. In the Ultimate Universe, it's worse. It's actually worse. Peter don't give a shit. Peter be cussing the Ultimate Universe because he has struggles. I don't know. So when they come to Miss Marvel, when you come to the Marvels and come and say, I don't want no girly, cringe bullshit, it's like, dog, look at the women in the movie. Look at Miss Marvel. Did you not watch the series? Come on.
The one thing I would give them is the villain for the Marvels, because I felt like that villain came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that the plot was reasonable, because Captain Marvel having turned on the Kree, that would have had its repercussions. What happened to Hala after that? That's a storyline I think we needed and would have been good to show the politics of the galaxy, to show the politics of the cosmos in the Marvel universe. Great. But if we've already had Ronin and thing, right? Mm-hmm. Where it felt like a female, we just needed a female matchup for Captain Marvel. I was like, y'all didn't have any better comic book characters that y'all didn't use as yet.
I feel what happened with at that point. They wanted a villain, you know. There was stakes in it, but not too much stakes. You understand what I'm saying? Like they could have just throw it away at the end. But I find like when you look at her backstory, because she's not she's a major player, but not like the biggest major player. But when you look at her backstory of how the Kree move and work and how she's a Kree, that could have built onto something. That could have been something, you know. Yes. And I find a problem with it too. So like, and even when we compare the X-Men 97 to the MCU, you ever realize X-Men 97 never threw away a villain unless they needed to drive the story? I think that what the MCU needs to learn from a lot of these stories. Like, dog, not every villain had to get thrown away. Like, we could get a villain who could, you know,
like put them in prison, let them break out later. Like, we still have opportunity for a Sinister Six.
For example, because like Loki in Earth Mightiest Hero, everybody just get let go. everybody just get let go, and it was like, you know what? Fight him. No, it was 5 or 6. 6 of them say, hey, you know, we could make a team called like the Avengers, right? And it was like, yeah, that's alright, cool.
Exactly. And that's what they're talking about throwaway villains. You know, the one villain I hope they didn't throw away. I swear to God, if they did, the MCU better count its days. You see, Ultron? I was like, dog, they made this nigga a one movie villain? What?
Yeah.
Nah.
They everybody favorite thing, because in the words of certain men, the MCU dead when Tony Stark dead, boy.
Boy, people need to give me a break, dog. Ultron, I'm sorry, not sorry. People talking about we looking for the next big body. I was like, but dog, so nobody can say bring back Ultron because we acting like Ultron was a horrible villain, though. Like, we didn't.
The most he do is kill Quicksilver.
That's the thing, because it's like when you watch the second Avengers movie, it's like, dog,
the second Avengers movie, but hey, this is controversial. But the second Avenger movie is not even better than some of the early MCU movies, and I tell men that today. Ultron, bro, I rather watch Thor 3 though.
Nah, dog. Nah, you're wild, dog. Thor 3 was horrible. I don't care what nobody say. Whoever. Wait. The second Thor movie or the Love and Thunder?
Love and...
Sorry.
Because it has so much Thor movies that people don't care.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hate Ragnarok, yeah? I hate Ragnarok.
You don't like Ragnarok? What?
No, I like Ragnarok.
What?
I liked Ragnarok.
That movie was cool, right?
Yeah, no, Ragnarok was cool.
It had two main issues, two simple things that make Ragnarok horrible for me. First and foremost, do not have the fucking God of Thunder getting teased. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I can't stress enough. I don't want to see that.
No, to be fair, the fella who captured him is kind of a big deal, you know, dog. Like, come on.
No, not teaser, man. To give my neural implant and like causing pain.
Like, mean boy, oh gosh. It's not, oh gosh. He couldn't control it yet. You can't do it to him now. Like, you can't do it to him right now. Oh gosh. Of course, man.
But and let me, okay, I will interrupt that. But the main thing, this is Ragnarok, right? This is the darkest story. This is the darkest day. The darkest day where basically everybody he loves dies. His father, his friends, well, not his brother this time, but oh what? Everybody dies. We do not get the sense of urgency of anything in that movie.
I feel you on that, because my boy was just vibing most of the time.
Yeah, but you know, what Darian said actually falls into the further reason people don't like Thor movies. Because he never got to grieve or have a serious moment. Because if you think about it, in the grand scheme of it, he never got to mourn his father dying. He never really got to mourn his brother fake dying. Or like dying in Endgame. Like, yes, he got fat, and yes, he had...
No, he grieved. He grieved in the first part of that movie.
Yeah, I know that he grieved there, but like we never got a story where he was like fighting something serious while grieving, you know? Because if you look at Love and Thunder, that's why Love and Thunder was a letdown in the grand scheme of it, because Love and Thunder was supposed to be that serious movie for Thor, in my personal opinion. Because it's like, if you think about it, we put Thor as a comedic character because he could be a comedic character, but we never really got a serious ass Thor, which, unless it was the Avengers, a serious ass Thor movie by himself would have been amazing. And Love and Thunder was that opportunity, if we're being real.
Yeah,
the last time we got a serious Thor was for Age of Ultron, actually. After he left it, he became a clown.
Yeah, boy, that I don't know, like, not just that, but... And the second part, Ragnarok made me like Thor because he lost everything and did it in the best way, you know? Crazy enough. Like, I don't know why, but it did. And when he got the god killing axe, I was like, dog, we in our neck, we reach. But then Love and Thunder happened, and I got...
I will watch this with no preconceived notion, because the movie I'm stuck with now on the MCU is the Eternals. I watched like 2 minutes and I legit fall asleep on it, bro. I just see a whole bunch of text on the screen and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Dog, I don't care what nobody say. That would have been better as a series. I don't care. If you said it wasn't.
It's important. Because it's important for the X-Men. I have to remember that. It's important for the X-Men. It's important for the X-Men.
No, but as you're saying, dog, like, okay, people, you know how people feel like how they make Guardians of the Galaxy interesting characters, and a lot of people didn't know them.
Yeah.
The thing with the Eternals, dog, the Eternals lore is complicated and very philosophical. The Guardians of the Galaxy are campy characters at best that you can make. It's a team, you know? It's that kind of team. The Eternals, dog, the Eternals lore, I can't even explain that to people properly. Like, dog, I started researching back on all kind of thing. Dog, they need a series where you need to explain everything and make it interesting. That's what they needed. A movie couldn't make the Eternals interesting because 1, their lore is way deeper than that. 2, I'm not saying that they're not interesting characters, but power set wise, it's not really that fun. I'm sorry, it's not really that fun. Yes, they had the speedster that makes the most sense as a speedster because her speed is consistent. But like everybody else in that movie was very, very, very not memorable.
Feel it.
Yeah,
I think the thing about Eternals is that because they were on Earth for so long, the cop out of that you don't interfere unless it's an Earth ending event. Come on, this is the MCU. We've had an Earth ending event every year.
Every movie.
Dog,
please, come on.
So my thing is, why did they do? I can understand that they don't want to deal with Captain. Not Captain.
Yeah, nobody's saying fight Crimson Dynamo thing, but oh gosh, Thanos.
Not even that. In Dark War, when all I think I'm on Earth in Dark War.
Dog, they basically say
until shit hit the fan.
They basically say, boy, or they see worse, or they go be fine. They'll beat up.
Yeah, them the Avengers up and down, bro. Badass.
I do enjoy Makari. That was the best contribution. Makari come out real bad. Love it. Everybody else sucks.
Why Ethan was so dumb? Ethan was so boring. I didn't even finish the movie, bro.
Because they know what it wanted to be, though. It wanted to be deep. It wanted to be a serious like movie, but then it wanted to be an MCU, and then it ended up just being like confusing.
Yeah, talk about MCU. Why Black Widow? Why is this kill? Ain't that in she movie, bro?
No,
That was remember that was set during
Black Widow
during the events of
that's a
Civil War.
prequel.
I know that.
No,
No, I understand that on a whole, but she should have died from flying off that airplane. I do not care how much special training she had.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, just personally, that Black Widow movie, as I tell people, that shit could have been the MCU's Mission Impossible, but they didn't want to do it.
Nah, they want to make a fake ass Taskman.
No boy, I find genuinely, and again, that was supposed to be our next sequel. I don't. That was supposed to be a series. I don't care.
Yes.
A Black
I said this years ago. Yes.
Black Widow was supposed to be a series. That should have been. You see how Secret Wars was this espionage sci-fi? That was supposed to be Black Widow. Let's be real. No boy. Black Widow was supposed to have a series.
I enjoyed the movie. Other than that, like them few parts, but I'm like, this chick should have done in a few scenes, especially she and she sister should have done at the train station.
Oh, agreed. It really was. That train station was supposed to be.
Oh, she and Nick Fury can survive rolling it in a jeep rolling it like a jeep flipping like 10 times, bro.
Of course, at this point, Nick Fury is the luckiest man alive, boy.
How is Nick Fury still alive, bro?
Dog, that man survived almost getting killed by Winter Soldier. After that, Nick Fury couldn't. Only thing was stopping Nick Fury was his snap.
Bro got powers after he rested down on that scroll, you know.
Yeah.
After that scroll explains everything about Nick Fury's luck, and we leaving it at that because I'm real sorry. Nick Fury, the only thing that took Nick Fury was his snap. Even when Captain America found out he survived the Winter Soldier attack, he was like,
bro, that boy had a Nick Fury had a Tesla before everybody else, bro. Because he had a self-driving car and thing, bro.
Man had bulletproof. Man had the Obama bulletproof SUV, yes.
It's about minigun. But my question is, are they going to? I know they will ever do it, but are they going to do like two Nick Furies in the MCU, the white one and the black one, bro?
Oh no, they ain't doing that. Because if we be 100%, nobody really care about our white Nick Fury, you know.
Some men do.
No, I gotta be honest with you. Yes, the white Nick Fury is there, but do I care to see that white Nick Fury? A dog? No.
I rather see Dundon. Is it Dundon Dugan? His name? Yeah, I rather see him over.
Yeah, dog. Because let me be real. At this point, even Marvel make it kind of not Nick Fury black, dog. Like even Marvel was like, oh yeah, dog, yeah.
And Marvel modeled Nick Fury after Samuel Jackson.
Because wait, he's in the Ultimate Universe he's black, but then I think they made him mainline. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But like, it's just real funny how like Samuel Jackson get modeled after Nick Fury, and at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, boy. So what gonna happen is, that white Nick Fury, dog, back of the line. Back of the line, buddy. We'll call you when we need you for something, and they never called him. They never called him.
Or it could be the thing. Let's see what my boy who was War Machine. How he get cheated out. How you feel about that, man?
Honestly, in a way, I get what he's saying in terms of how he was handled with the situation, and that he kind of knew his worth. And to be fair, he was signing off as the bigger actor because he did link guys with the job, because Robert Downey Jr. was basically like still trying to repair his career. But at the same time, because how it worked out, I think it's just it's tough, because how the MCU worked out how it did, it wasn't a big loss to the MCU. Although I still want Terrence Howard to have something, because I feel like if he could have given something to that role, you know.
Would he be better? Come on,
nah.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
That's Iron Man.
That's
Iron Man.
I can't feel my legs, man.
I can't feel my legs, man.
Shout out to Terrence Howard.
No,
Terrence Howard would be basically what Will Smith was in the original Independence Day.
Oh god.
Actually, yes, that is actually a very good comparison. He would have really been that. That really would have been.
No, he should have taken the role of Falcon, bro, and he become Captain America and Captain America.
David, they would have said some wild shit like, "This don't make no sense, man. This don't make no sense, man."
I do the
Nah, boy. But honestly, I don't blame him for doing what he did. People say how he was like unrealistic, but horse, the man knew his worth. I can't vex with a man knowing his worth, eh? No, the money
he lost, bro.
Yeah, the money he lost. You know what this remind me of? The money he wanted was real wild, eh? But I understand. You know who I kind of didn't understand for fumbling their bag super hard, off topic? But you see Ja Rule in the first Fast and Furious movie, I am not even lying to you. This happened.
No, Ja Rule was in 2. Was in Fast and 2, bro.
No, he was only in one Fast and Furious movie. You know why he was in one Fast and Furious movie? No, with Terrence Howard, I could understand because he was the bigger actor in the sense because Robert Downey Jr. was reviving his career with Iron Man. So I understand if he wanted a little more money than Iron Man, although it didn't make sense because dog is Iron Man, but whatever, right? Okay, Ja Rule, although the director of the 2 Fast and Furious was John Singleton, may he rest in peace, great actor, proper movies, love it. Director, sorry, love him.
Yeah.
We'll always love him. So Ja Rule, so he asked Ja Rule, "Hey, you wanna come back for the second Fast and Furious movie, though?" He was like, Ja Rule was like, "Yeah, but I want changes to things." No, I'm not necessarily a Ja Rule hater. I just find Ja Rule just do and say some dumb shit that I honestly understand why he lost the beef to 50 Cent. Like, oh gosh, he was just. I thought Drake was corny. Ja Rule is very corny. I don't care what
At least, you know, Drake had tracks that you can't deny it good at the Ja Rule, yeah.
Nah, Ja Rule are classic though.
I know you're a classic. When they pull out that I'm real, bro, hey.
Yeah,
good
man.
But let us be real. Let us be real in terms of hip hop.
Yeah, the man is being real.
Yeah, no matter how you feel about Drake, bro, Drake run is way better than Ja Rule.
Ja Rule was like good for like 2 summers, and that was the end of that. 2 summers.
Shout out to Ja Rule, bro.
Yeah, but Ja Rule lost his spot. Dog, Ja Rule lost his spot in the dumbest way possible because Ja Rule said he wanted a spike in pay. Yeah. Now, my thing is this. Ja Rule, yes, at the time was a big rapper, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, we'll pay you the same amount. Because, dog, the 2 main characters who drive the movie were Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and everybody within that cast. No, this is where it gets interesting. When John Singleton heard Ja Rule's offer to double his money, Singleton laughed at him and hung the phone up. And then he called Ludacris. We got Ludacris because of a Ja Rule L. Imagine.
But wait, I tried to remember who pulled out that part when they check with she Civic, with she pink Civic, and the man pulled out, no!
Monica, yeah, that was Daru.
In the second movie, because I feel it's...
No, it happened in the first movie.
It happened in the first movie. They mixed it up, yeah.
I get things mixed up right now, because I know...
No, there was a next black man who also raced and who was also into somebody, but the classic line you thinking about is Ja Rule in the first one.
Yeah.
No, because I hope my memories is not getting mixed, because I think of that happened, especially with the first race in Too Fast, Too Furious with the bridge.
Nah,
I hear that thing mix up.
You know who you mix up as a black person? Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy was in the movie. He was the fella who was bouncing Paul and blocking him from getting in front.
Yeah.
But no, the fella who you say no in the second movie was the Spanish fella who was harassing the Asian girl. Yeah.
And the Civic.
Yeah, the Civic. Yeah, it was a Dominican actor. Actually, yeah, he's Spanish.
I need to watch this tonight.
watch over. But the thing is, basically, we got Ja Rule, we got Ludacris because of a Ja Rule L, and I will forever laugh at that because it's like, dog. First thing first, your character was getting developed as time went. Let's get one thing straight. It's not like he was going to dock your pay. It's just that in the first movie context, your character wasn't important. Whereas Ludacris became a main character as time went. So it's like
balloons.
No, because when Ludacris described the story, Ludacris described it in the best way. He was like, he heard the pay about it, but John Singleton told him, but as time goes, your character will grow and let you see how the audience react to you. Boy, Ludacris didn't just be in Fast and Furious, he became a main character. He even has songs on the soundtrack which were iconic. Act a fool.
So you're telling me that my boy Tyrese when he was like, come on, car. Come on, car.
Right.
Oh, God.
Right. Dog. I don't know who tell Paul Walker to speak slang.
Hey,
I don't know.
I don't know. Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were in Florida.
Come on.
They were in Miami. They were in Miami.
Hey, that scene where Paul Walker legit take on the EMP out from his car with the cloth of it.
We need to do an episode. You know what? We will do an episode on Fast and Furious.
Which one?
The next episode is going to be on Fast and Furious. All of them.
Yeah. Because I watched the movie after Tokyo Drift, and I think depending on all, I feel like some of the one of the better movies out of the trilogy. Not the trilogy, the whole series. That movie after Tokyo Drift, where Paul Walker become a cop again, and it was racing in Mexico. Oh my God, that movie is good, and I don't know why people don't talk about it enough.
Tokyo Drift, in my personal opinion, was the last time we got proper racing in a Fast and Furious movie. I don't care nobody's saying.
I mean, as I wake up, sure to time, because I didn't like Tokyo Drift at first, because as a younger time, but when I watched it back after years, I was like, I can see why people really like Tokyo Drift. I don't have that hate for it anymore.
Aesthetic, and also too, it wasn't the best cast, but in terms of like how the vibe of everybody was in the movie, it worked out. Yeah, Bower wasn't acting for shit in that movie, yeah, but like it was okay. It was okay. He fit the vibe. And plus too, Han basically is a goated character if we being real. So that's why it worked as well.
True. And Han just he come back alive because Dava Lazarus spit in.
Again, we will talk about the Fast and Furious in next episode because
10 movies. Wait, it's 10 movies?
Yeah.
Yes, 10 movies.
Jesus
Unfortunately,
Christ.
yes. Fast and Furious has more movies than The Lord of the Rings. I find that crazy.
And is 11 if you're considering Shaw and Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw, and also Los Bandoleros, which is the side movie when Paul was on the run and
What?
oh, okay, so basically, how to break it down for you, right? Basically, Fast and Furious, what I liked about Fast and Furious, before the MCU, you had Fast and Furious. The lore of Fast and Furious is crazy. It's not too deep, but I've been watching Fast and Furious since it came out. So, you know that middle part when we was waiting for Too Fast, Too Furious?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they had a short film called Los Bandoleros, where it was Paul Walker basically going through like Mexico or like Central America, driving, racing, and like running away from police. I am not lying to y'all. This shit is nice. It's not anything deep, but it's just like a nice preview of what to come, because it basically follows his tracks down as how he made it into like Florida, like how he just hit into Florida and how he.
I really don't believe this either. So
You tell him.
what? I have to call my friend. I have to message my friend after this podcast about it.
Dog, message him after the point. Los Bandoleros is a real thing. No, Los Bandoleros, I think, no, I'm mixing that up. There's a short one with Paul Walker coming in before the first movie, and Los Bandoleros was the adventures of Vin Diesel when he made it to the Dominican Republic and Central America. So yes, there are two short films. There are two short films within the Fast and Furious lore. I am not even shitting with y'all.
Well, we sure to Terrence.
Oh wow, okay.
My head hurts with that.
Yeah. Oh, you wanna end the pod there with that one? Cause
No, because we can do a quick thing about Venom, because I don't care about Venom really after Eminem put his track on that. I don't care about the series
Michael Jordan, not the Wizards, Eminem, yes.
Nah, bro, that boy bought up Venom. Because if anybody, I swear to God, even down to Drake or anybody say something like that, from Drake to any B plus or A minus rapper, they will say Daryl Wack boy. How could I?
You couldn't even do. Tech 9 couldn't even get away with that.
Not because he will get away with it because he ED, right? It was I digress.
Yeah, boy.
I digress.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, Venom looked nice because of how I just like the action of Venom and the visual effects. That's what I like about Venom. But in terms of it, is this going to explain our symbiote and MCU plot? No, because
hell no.
Disrespectfully, the Sonyverse is the most confusing shit I have ever seen on screen. I don't care what nobody say. People like to say, but CJ Fast and Furious confusing. Yes, it's confusing and ridiculous, but the timeline adds up. The timeline at least adds up. The Sony timeline, I don't know where that shit going, because in the trailer, you see the guy catch the symbiote where in Peter's universe, which is the mainline MCU universe. So you're telling me the Sony universe caught that same symbiote in the same bar that is in a different universe? How? No. I know people go say, but CJ, that way I don't go and watch the movie, you know. Bro, respectfully, I'm going to watch it, but I know to myself they're not going to explain it. And if they explain it well, I will eat the crow, because I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But Horse, it looks good action-wise and how it wants to go, but will I think it will help Sony? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
I have no hopes for Venom at all.
Facts. Fucking facts.
Actually, the whole studio.
I mean, at least it's not Kraven the Hunter.
Hey, that real movie right there, man.
Yeah, get pushed back to December, so you might get it on Christmas.
Yeah, I'm watching that day one. It might be only me and 5 other people, but we're watching that day one. Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven the Hunter getting his own movie.
Hey, I have a comment on the YouTube trailer.
Huh?
It about real quick. First movie, Venom versus Bad Venom. Second movie, Venom versus Crazy Venom. Last movie, Venom versus Planet of the Venoms. Real
I
shit.
find personally, in terms of for Sony standards, Venom had a good run. Live action
I
standards.
don't want to hear no damn Eminem track again, bro. Get the series off from a TV.
The second, the sad part with the Eminem tracks on the Venom,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. He had one with Polo G. Why was Polo G better
yes.
than his?
Oh yes.
Why was Polo?
Why you are looking like a core memory right now?
Dog, why was Polo G's verse better than his verse? Why?
Hey,
Why?
I like
So,
Polo
yeah.
G more than Eminem right now.
Yep. So yeah, honestly, in terms of it, Sony really has going for them is slightly Venom, Venom because of name, but also the Into the Spider-Verse series. But if this movie flops, I wouldn't be surprised. It's disappointing, but it's Sony, so yeah, boy.
We don't care, Sony. Sony, wrap it up, please. Thank you. Shout out to man. Fuck Venom. I had nothing else to say. Anybody else?
Nah, let me see how these movies pan out, dog.
Shout out to Fast and Furious. Shout out to, Tyrese, getting why the Rock had to do Tyrese like that in front of the cameras, bro.
Karma came back for the Rock and Black Adam, so
Nah, Rock is the Rock trying to, get a run with Superman.
yeah, I don't know, but people need to get self-awareness. But yeah.
Anybody else?
No, that's it.
Well, I guess we done because any final words?
All I can say finally is, all I'll say basically is, well, enjoy what you enjoy. Stop hate watching, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't help anything.
Damn, I can't watch Roma, boy.
Me personally, yeah, I haven't started Velma. I good.
I never watched that shit.
I good. I don't want to bad talk it. Because if you're bad talk it, you're gonna push it for next season. So let's say don't talk about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, anything else? Well,
That read anything, buddy?
Alright, cool. In the words of High School Musical, this is our year. The school is out, and
David, stop. Stop.
Nah, this is our year.
We pushed in 27, dog. I pushed in 27, dog.
Nah, and then Sharpie need to calm, dog, and that chick, the dark skin chick, is not a good friend, bro.
You know what? This need an episode with the Fast and Furious because we random as hell. Because those deserve arguments too, dog.
Nah, it only take me that High School Musical because it have a series on Disney Plus too. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a series. I never got to watch it for some reason, but yeah, I'll take it to you now. We will talk about that.
I taking it to you guys after. I have to play something good, but yeah, alright, so this is episode 2 of TV Piong. Alright, we out, and yeah.